Welcome to Sri Harshini Engineers Academy. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the engineering physics, important questions for your reset examination, part 3. సో ఈ ఛానల్ని ఎవరైనా ఫస్ట్ టైం కానీ చూస్తున్నట్లయితే ఆ వీడియోస్ మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే ప్లీజ్ డూ లైక్ షేర్ అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ మై ఛానల్. సో సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడంతో పాటు పక్కనే ఉన్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ కూడా యాక్టివేట్ చేసుకోండి. యాక్టివేట్ చేసుకోవడం ద్వారా మేము చేసే వీడియోస్ మీకు నోటిఫికేషన్స్గా రావడం జరుగుతుంది. కమింగ్ టు దిస్ సెషన్, వెల్కమ్ యూ ఆల్ విసెట్ 2021 ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఫిజిక్స్. The best 20 important questions for your reset examination. Have a look into this question. Question number 1 is the LT square graph and LT graph of a simple pendulum intersect at an LT square and LT graph of a simple pendulum intersect at. So here we have a graph for length and time of the pendulum. See the graph here. The graph is like this. So on y-axis length, x-axis t. This where L and T square and LT graphs are intersect. So the graphs are L equal to T square graph is straight line. L is equal to T square graph is straight line. So L is equal to T square graph. L is equal to T graph is like this. So this is the L is equal to T graph. So here at the intersect point is, this is the intersecting point of both L T square graph and L T graphs. So at T is equal to 1, at T equal to 1, T square is equal to 1, right? So at in LT graph, LT and LT square graph, intersecting point is at T is equal to 1. T is equal to 1. Here the T equal to 1, for example. So L is equal to 1, L is equal to 1. So option number B is the right answer. Coming to second question, the coefficient of mutual induction of two coils is 250 mH and the curve at varies at 50 ampere per second. EMF induced in the secondary coil is. So what is the induced EMF formula? Induced EMF. Induced EMF E equal to minus M into di by dt, minus M into di by dt. So that is equal to how much M they given? 250. That means minus of minus 250 into 10 power minus 3. Di by dt is nothing but 50. So it becomes how much? Di by dt 250 into 10 power minus 3 into di by dt. So 25 into 5, 120. So that means 12.5 volts. 12.5 volts. C is the right answer. Next, an ideal transformer has efficiency. An ideal transformer has efficiency. An ideal output power is equal to, yes, remember one key point, an ideal output power, an ideal output power transformer, output power transformer, output power as transformer output power has P output is equal to P input. That means efficiency is equal to P output by P input, right? That is equal to 1. So option number D is the right answer. Dimensional formula for energy per unit area. Dimensional formula for energy per unit area per second. So energy denoted with letter E. So energy by area into second. What is the energy dimensions formula? M1L square T power minus 2. Sorry, T power minus 2. That by area koste L square. This is time. So area kochesi meter square per second into time kochesi meter square into second. That means L square into T. So L square will be cancelled. So M1 L power 0 T power minus 3. M1 L power 0 T power minus 3. Option number D is the right answer. Next, the power of an engine which applies a force 3I plus 2J minus 3K newtons to displace a vehicle through 5I plus 3J minus 2K meters in 5 seconds. So here they given that power of engine we need to calculate. The given force in terms of newtons as well as displacement in terms of meters. They given time also. For that time we have to calculate the power. See here, force F equal to 3I plus 2J minus 3K and displacement S is equal to 5I plus 3J minus 2K. Now we have to calculate the work first. So work is equal to F dot S. So work is equal to F dot into S. So F dot S means 3 into 5, 15 plus 2 into 3, 6, 3 into 2 plus 6. Right? So how much? It will be, I think, minus 6. This one. Minus into minus plus. So that is equal to minus 6. So it becomes what? How much it becomes? 15 joules. Okay. Here plus 3K, I think. That means plus 3K in the problem. Just change this one. Then only it will get Managa. Then only it will get 15 here. So 15 joules. Now we have to calculate the power. What is the formula for power? Power is equal to work by time, right? Power equal to work by time. So work is how much? 15 by time is equal to 5. That equal to 10. Sorry. 15 by 3 is 5 by 15. That is equal to 3 watts. So A is the right answer. Next, which of the following is true? So here dot product A bar dot B bar is equal to B bar dot A bar dot B bar not equal to B bar dot A bar dot B bar is greater than B bar dot A bar dot B bar less than B bar dot A bar. So which is the true? So as for the dot product properties, so it obeys only cumulative law. That means A bar dot B bar is equal to B bar dot A bar is the right answer. Okay. Next, when a vector is multiplied by a scalar, the product will be the product of scalar with a vector is a vector. Okay, the product of scalar with a vector is a vector that having magnitude. Scalar times the vector and direction of that vector. Okay, so the vector multiplied by a scalar product will give scalar vector 0 or infinity. So answer is vector. Next, k into j equal to, we have a relation here like that. What is that? I bar cross j bar is equal to k bar. These are the properties in vector product. Next, j bar dot k bar is equal to I bar. K bar dot j bar is equal to k bar dot I bar is equal to j bar. This is the order. So when we write this reverse order, that means j bar dot I bar, it becomes minus k bar. Similarly, k bar dot j bar is equal to minus I bar. I bar dot k bar is equal to, cross k bar equal to minus j bar. This is the property of vector product. So option number is k bar cross j bar is equal to minus I bar. D is the right answer. Two balls are thrown in at an angle theta and 90 minus theta to the horizontal. Their time of flights are in the ratio. So here, what is the time of flight formula? T equal to 2u sine theta by g. Okay. So now, similarly, second one T2 is equal to 2u sine, angle is here 90 minus theta divided by g. That equal to sine 90 minus theta is equal to how much? Sine 90 minus theta can be written as cos theta, right? Then T2 will become, T2 is equal to 2u cos theta by g. Now what they asked, the ratio of time of flights. That means T1 by T2 is equal to 2u sine theta by g by 2u cos theta by g. So 2u cancel, g will cancel, remaining sine theta by cos theta, that is equal to tan theta. So T1 is to T2 is equal to how much? Tan theta is to 1. So option number C is the right answer. Coming to 10th question, an aeroplane moving with velocity u drops a packet from a height h. It reaches the ground after. The packet reaches the ground after time of descent. Okay, that reaches that t is equal to root 2h by g. T is equal to root 2h by g. D is the right answer. The coefficient of static, kinetic and rolling frictions are represented K or respectively. So, respectively then anadu. So here S greater than K greater, static friction is greater than kinetic friction is greater than rolling friction. So R is the least and S is the maximum. Just remember, rolling friction constant is the maximum, S is the, R is the minimum, S is the maximum. Okay, D is the right answer. The horizontal acceleration that should be given to block situated on an inclined plane of inclination, sine inverse of h by e to keep stationary. Here sine theta is equal to how much they given? H by L. So then draw the diagram, that means right angle triangle A, theta, L, this is H, B, C. Here, see here, the body moves here is, the force is acting in this body is F, here F force is acting, vertical component of this force is F sin theta. So angle is here theta. So from this diagram we write as AB square equal to AC square minus BC square. From this diagram apply the Pythagoras theorem, it becomes AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. We need to find AB square here. AB square is equal to how much? AC square minus BC square. So AC square means root L square minus H square. Root L square minus H square. So on a smooth inclined plane, 0 downward force is mg sin theta. So downward force ఏముంది మనకి ఇక్కడ mg sin theta. The component of horizontal force F is F cos theta. Horizontal component వచ్చేసి Fx equal to F cos theta. Therefore, F cos theta is equal to mg sin theta. Right? F cos theta is equal to, see here, F cos theta is equal to F cos theta is equal to mg sin theta. Then it becomes F can be written here is ma cos theta is equal to mg sin theta. So cancel. A is equal to how much? G into sin theta by cos theta. So A is equal to G tan theta. So from the diagram, tan theta is equal to how much? G into H by root L square minus H square. So the option number B is the right answer. Energy needed to accelerate a vehicle from 5 meter per second to 10 meter per second compared with energy needed to accelerate from 15 meter per second to 20 meter per second is in the ratio. So here kinetic energy needed in first class, that is delta E1 is equal to half into mv square. That means change in velocity, half into m into what is that? 10 square minus 5 square. So it becomes 75 by 2 meters. Similarly, in second case, change in energy delta E2 is equal to 1 by 2 into m into 20 square minus 15 square. So it becomes 175 by 2 meters. So now find the ratios. Delta E1 is to delta E2 equal to 75 is to 175. 2 will cancel. 25 3s, 25 7s. So option number D is the right answer. Two bodies having kinetic energies in the ratio of 9:1 are moving with equal momentum. The ratio of their mass is. So we know that kinetic energy E and momentum P are related. The relation between kinetic energy and momentum is E is equal to kinetic energy Ke is equal to P square by 2m. Here P is the momentum. So that means Ke1 kinetic energy 1 by kinetic energy 2 is equal to m2 by m1, that is equal to 9 by 1. Therefore, m1 is to m2 is equal to 1 is to 9. So option number D is the right answer. 15th question is, a simple pendulum is swinging with a maximum speed 14 meter per second at the lowest point. If its path is semicircular, what is the length annadu? So kinetic energy is lowest point is equal to potential energy. At the highest point, path is semicircular, highest point height is r. Therefore, half mv square is equal to mgr. Half mv square equal to mgr. So we need to find r. R is equal to how much? V square by 2g. So V square by 2g means V they given 14 square by 2 into 9.8. So it becomes 10 meters. So option number A is the right answer. Coming to 16th question, length of simple pendulum is half, its time period is. So what is the time period of simple pendulum formula? T is equal to 2 pi into root L by G. So now T is directly proportional to square root of length. T2 by T1 is equal to root L2 by L1. That equal to root 1 by 2. That equal to 1 by root 2. So as T1 is equal to T, T2 is equal to 1 by root 2. That means T by root 2. So option number C is the right answer. The frequency of seconds pendulum is, the seconds pendulum time period is, the time period of the pendulum whose time period is 2 seconds is called seconds pendulum, right? So therefore frequency is equal to, frequency n is equal to 1 by t, that equal to 1 by 2, that equal to 0.5 hertz. C is the right answer. The total energy of a body executing SHM will always, total energy of a body executing SHM, energy is equal to half into mw square a square, will be always remains constant. So D is the right answer. Minimum distance of the reflecting surface to cause echo is V equal to 220 meter per second. So here persistence of hearing is 0.1 second. Persistence of hearing is 0.1 second. That is the minimum distance of reflecting surface to cause echo. So minimum distance reflecting to cause echo, formula for that is S is equal to V into T by 2. So V they given 220, right? 220 into 0.1 divided by 2. So it becomes 211,110. So that means how much? 22 by 2, 11. So 11 is the right answer. C, change the option 11 meters. Option C is the right answer. Splash of sound is heard 4.23 meters second after a stone is dropped into a well 78.4 deep. The velocity of sound in a air is. Time of descent of the stone, T is equal to, formula for that is root 2h by g. Just substitute the values. Root 2 into 78.4 by 9.8. So it becomes how much? 28 by 7. It becomes 4 seconds. But time of travel of sound, time of travel of sound of sphere equal to 4.23 minus 4 seconds, that equal to 0.23 seconds. So it becomes, we have to calculate now the velocity of that sound. Velocity equal to distance by time. The distance here is 78.4 divided by 0.23. So it becomes 340 meter per second. Option number C is the right answer. These are some important questions discussed in this video. We may think these videos or these questions are very helpful to you or boost up your preparation. మా వీడియోస్ కన్నా మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే మా వీడియోస్ని లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి. సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడంతో పాటు పక్కనే ఉన్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ని కూడా యాక్టివేట్ చేసుకోండి. అప్డేట్ చేసుకోవడం ద్వారా మేము చేసే వీడియోస్ మీకు నోటిఫికేషన్స్గా వస్తాయి. సో ఏదైనా సజెషన్స్ చేయాలనుకుంటే కామెంట్ రూపంలో మాకు తెలియజేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.